Hello viewers, this is your main man Manny again from iPro Repairs, and today's tutorials is going to be about how to remove the screen of iPhone XR and replacing it. So without wasting time, please just stay tuned and see what's going to happen. Before we start, this phone has been turned off already, which is the right thing to do. You have to turn the phone off first, but I've done that already, which is great. So there is two what is it called, pentalobe screws at the bottom of the phone that has to go off first before we can get any access to the screen. So I'm going to start doing that, which you can see. There we go. Sorry guys. And then I am going to use this metal special to actually wedge the corner of the bottom of the phone, that's between the housing and the screen, to try and make what, a little opening there to take out the screen or the LCD. So there we go. It's a bit hard, and you have to try as much as possible not to scratch the housing. There we go. As you can see, that is done. And then you pry along the housing here. Try and make way all along to the end. And then at the bottom as well, make a way there. As you go, just be gentle and don't push too hard into the phone, because there are cables around these edges that can be torn. That's going to be a very, very disastrous job to do if you do that, if you break any cable. So just be careful as you put the special in. And as you get to the bottom, the top of the phone, you wiggle it a bit, and that place opens. Just have to make a little bit of forward space around it so that it makes it easy to take off the screen. And then you put it down and then open it like a book, like this. You can see the inside now. This is it. So now I am going to take off these two screws first. Here, 1, 2. That covers what, the LCD connectors. So you can easily remove the connectors. So I'll take off the shield that covers the connectors. Set it aside. I'm not going to take the connectors off first because the battery is still in, because I don't want to cause any problems. So you lift up the bottom of the screen a bit to give you access to take off what, the metal shield or plate that is sitting on top of the battery. It's got 3 screws, as you can see. You use the same screwdriver. Let me just bring it closer so you can see. And you see 3 screws there that needs to go off now. So first one is gone. And then second one. And then the third one is right underneath the cable, which is the last one. for the battery shield. These iPhones are a bit complicated, aren't they? Okay, so now the shield is off, as you can see. It's like L shape. And then now I'll take off the battery terminal. So you can see this is the battery terminal or the battery clip. I'll take it off with my fingernail. There we go. That is done. That's taken off. And then now it's okay to remove the shield, the clips of the LCD or the cables with your fingernails as well, or you can actually use a plastic spacer if you have one, but it's easy when I'm using my fingernails, so I prefer using my fingernails. Okay, so now the LCD cables are removed. Now it's left with the front, what is it called, the speaker camera that needs to be opened. Oh, okay, it's okay. Okay, all right. It will be done tomorrow. Okay, cheers. So now I'm going to take off this 4 screws here, 1, 2, 3, but these 3 screws are the same, but this one is different. Hello. Hi.
You fix this, kiddo? The lens on the back of the camera.
This is the S10e.
Yeah, the S10, man.
Yeah, I can.
I don't know whether the...
Sorry guys, just give me a mo. Be careful, I've got...
Sorry, bro. Oh, sorry, man.
No,
sorry,
okay.
kid.
No
Sorry,
worries,
man. Yeah. You know, like when you take a video, it's got like a little mark on the video.
That needs the whole camera needs to change because it's watermarks.
Okay.
That is on it, so that camera needs to change.
How much?
You can clean it. I don't know the camera, but it coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I will check for the price of the camera. This is the S10e, and then the
lens.
And the lens.
How much roughly do you reckon, kiddo?
Because it depends on the price of the.
Dear.
No, it's not dear.
Not
You
dear,
come in
no.
tomorrow,
I'll
and
come in
definitely I'll
tomorrow.
show you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, man. See you tomorrow.
You're welcome. Bye. Sorry, guys. Just a customer. Okay. So I have to take off the 3 screws, which are the same, and the 4th one is different. That's a Phillips screw that is there. So this first one is gone. Let me just take off the second one as well here, and then I'll go on the 3rd one. Sorry for the interruption earlier, guys. I get this all the time. I think I have to start doing my videos more at home rather than. So now I'm changing the screwdriver to the Phillips head screwdriver.
Hello? Is that one's number 50?
No.
What's number 50?
I'm not sure, but ask from that shop, please. Sorry, guys, again. Okay, and then now you take the shield off and then gently lift up this shield slightly, little shield, to make way for you to put your fingernail there to remove the clip. There we go. The camera, it's off now. So I'll set the phone itself aside whilst I work on the LCD. So this is the LCD. All I am going to do is to take this whole thing off. But before I do that, I will have to warm it up to make it easy to remove the camera. So I will bring we've got 3 screws here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's a little one there. You have to take them all off. So this one is off. I set it on this side. Set this one off here. Make sure you arrange the screws properly in their own unique way, where you can remember where you took them from, because they are of various lengths and sizes, and you don't want to put the wrong ones in the wrong holes. Otherwise you will definitely destroy the phone or something. You will cause a serious problem. So remember that. This little one there, as you can see, there's a little one here that needs to be removed. Okay, there we go. So I am going to warm the back a bit. Warm the back here. You can use a hair dryer, or you can use your own what is called workstation heat gun. You can also use what is it called, a placemat, a heating placemat, which I have. So I'm going to put it on there for just 1 minute. Just bear with me, or less, just to soften the adhesive, and then I'll remove it. Right, this is the new LCD, and if you want to know where I get my parts from, just drop me a comment below as usual, and I will respond promptly. So this is it. There we go. New LCD. Okay. Okay. Now I think this is ready. I'll stick my spacer underneath this and try and make way underneath it nicely, and take it off. As you can see, the speaker has been removed nicely. So I'm going to set this speaker on top of this, on top of the new screen. But before I do that, I will have to test the screen to see if it is working or not, so that I don't waste my time. If it's not working, find another one. So let's do this first. Stick this in quickly. There we go, that is done. Sits in flush. There we go. And then put the battery back in where it belongs. Give it some power to test the screen, and then put the power on. Let's see. There we go. It's coming on. Just give it a little bit of time. There we go. Okay. Let me put the code in. There we go. It's opened. Well, it's working okay. All right, I'm going to test the screen. Okay, just touch and hold any of the icons and then start moving it like that all around the screen. And if it's moving without dropping, that means the screen is okay. It's good. Then I'll put it back where I took it from. So screen is all right. Good screen. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off now and take off the battery and then put the necessary bits on the new screen and then reinstall it. There we go. My fingernails do help me a lot. So if you see my fingernails are a bit longer, this is the reason. They do the job better than any other tools. There we go. Fantastic. All done. I'll put a little bit of padding under the screen so I don't scratch it. And I'm going to refit the camera right into the grooves where they should be. Align it perfectly into the two holes there, like that, and start putting the screws back. There we go. Second screw gone. Third screw. A little bit bigger than the two other ones, two first ones. Okay. This screw is different, so I'm going to change my screwdriver. The little one, that's the last one for the camera. Stick it in. Video. Oh, sorry. I'm making a video. There we go. Too much little holes and little screws, which makes it difficult if you have big fingers like mine. So right, all done now. Screen tested, everything is working. So I'm going to refit the whole thing, so I'll turn it in the vertical position. And put the clips back into the grooves where they belong. See, I hate it when my fingers are struggling like that. Sorry for the shaking of the camera. Okay, I'm going to let me wedge the screen a little bit. Give me the needed space to play around. Then I'm going to put the camera connector in, or the clip. Okay, that is done. Okay, so I'm going to put the battery back in. There we go. That is done. That's the last thing to put in, so you don't cause any problem. And I'm going to put the phone back on to see if it's coming on. There we go. It's on. Okay, so I'm going to now put back the metal plates. First of all, the LCD connector plate or shield. Okay, lovely jubbly. Celebrity phone. Very popular phone. The customer is here watching the phone. Okay, this is done. I'm going to put the battery shield on, which is usually a bit hard, but has to be done easily. Okay, it's done. Okay, that is done. One last screw for the battery plate or shield. Ooh. Looks like this screw doesn't want to go back in. There we go. It's now back in. So now the last shield will be the shield of the speaker. So you have to slide it under this little shield to align it with the Phillips screwdriver hole, screw hole. So I hope you can see it. And then start putting the screws back. There we go. Okay, found it. There we go. So now delicate operation with little screws everywhere. There we go. This is where you have to be very, very patient. You have to get everything right. Okay. It sits in. It's all falling into place the way it should. And I'm glad that nothing is cut out of it. You can see everything live with your own eyes, so no editing. Okay, so now everything is okay. Now I'm going to close the whole thing, and then phone will be good to go. So there we go. Nice and flush, sits in. She's back, she's working, smiling, and I'm very sure the customer will be glad to have the phone back. So I'm going to put the last two screws at the bottom, which is the longest screws that can be found in the iPhone XR or the latest iPhones. It's done. There we go. All done. And phone is definitely happy. Okay. I'm going to put the code in to try it again. We've tested it already. Screen is working, so there's no need. But let me check for once again for my own curiosity. So sorry guys, you won't see the code. There we go. Phone back. It's working. Screen is happy. Phone is happy. So thanks very much for watching. If you think this video has helped you in any way, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Adios.